Hello viewers, welcome to brand new episode of Campus Eye. I am Cathrine. Let us have a look at this week's news. Ranga Adhyayana Kendra, in collaboration with UGC Stride project, Kannada department had organized a unique Yaksha Rupaka. Yakshagana was performed by the student and staff of the college, with the use of modern theatrical lights enhancing the tradition art form depicting the grand narrative of Bhishma and his alternative perspective of his tale. The show expressed his dilemma and also raised questions on his silence throughout the most crucial stage of his life.
ಆಧುನಿಕ ಬೆಳಕಿನ ವಿನ್ಯಾಸ ಅದು ನಾಟಕದ ಲೈಟ್ಸನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾವು ಮಾಡಿದೆವು. ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ರಂಗಸಜ್ಜಿಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದೆವು. ಹಾಗೆ ಆಯಿಲಿನನ್ನು ಪಿಟೀಲನ್ನು ನಾವು ತಂದೆವು. ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಏನಾಯಿತು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಮಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ವಿಭಿನ್ನವಾಗಿ ರೂಪಕವನ್ನು ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅನುಕೂಲ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು.
St. Aloysius College held its 143rd annual sports day on 16th February at its centenary grounds. Chief guest of the inaugural ceremony, Registrar of Mangalore University, Dr. Kishore Kumar CK, asked students to learn 1 or 2 games before they leave their prestigious institution. It will help you to stay fit and have a healthy life. The college has bagged an A++ grade accreditation from NAC recently, which shows that the college gives equal importance to extracurricular activities along with the academics, he added. 4 students were felicitated for their outstanding achievements. The main track and field events were held on the day, and the prizes of the pre-events were awarded to the winners. The day was full of activities such as flash mob competition among the various streams was held and food street was put up by the students. Energy Swaraj Foundation, which is a social awareness program initiated by Mr. Chetan Solanki, created to make people aware about climate change and to protect our Mother Earth. Let us know more about Energy Swaraj Yatra in our special story.
Professor Chetan Solanki of IIT Mumbai has taken a pledge not to go to his home for 11 years just to protect all of us and the upcoming generation of this planet. This yatra has been carried on propagating a message to everyone that if we do not switch ourselves into solar energy, which is a clean form of energy, then we all will be facing too much trouble in upcoming years. We need to live further, so everything is energy and energy is everything, as Professor Chetan tells us. We are alive because of the energy we are having inside, but that energy has to be clean energy. So importantly, we must switch to solar energy. Through solar powered bus, Chetan Solanki is traveling pan-India and covered 35,000 kilometers with an only aim to educate people about the climate change and how the world will end up in 6 years.
As you can see that coal, oil, gas, petroleum and all those kinds of products are carbon products, and they are creating carbon dioxide, and that carbon dioxide remains in the atmosphere for at least 300 years, causing greenhouse gas emissions. And due to this, the overall temperature of our planet Earth has increased to 1.1 degrees Celsius in accordance with IPCC, Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. That is a body which is functioning under United Nations Federation of Climate Change.
Mr. Solanki has been honored with the brand ambassador of solar energy of Madhya Pradesh government. Professor Solanki has also been referred to as Solar Man of India by Times of India, The Hindu and India Today. Professor Solanki's mobile home is equipped with 3.2 kilowatt solar panels and 6 kilowatt of battery storage. It also has a 3 kilowatt inverter. The bus runs on diesel, but all lights, cooler, cook stove and other appliances inside it are solar powered. Fairooz Fathima N with camera person Cathrine for Campus Eye.
Surrounding with beautiful greenery and astounding art museums, Mangaluru has become a paradise for peace-loving people. One such beauty is the Parashurama theme park situated in Bailur, Karkala. It is believed that Lord Parashurama was the creator of Tulunadu and his entire life story is depicted in this open-air audio-visual gallery situated on top of the rock mountain.
Parashurama Theme Park, recently inaugurated theme park, is located in Bailur, Karkala. Inaugurated by the Karnataka CM Basavaraj Bommai last month, this park was set up by the Nirmit Kendra. According to the 17th century, Malayalam work Keralopati, the land of Kerala, and Tulunadu were recovered from the Arabian Sea by the axe-wielding warrior sage Parashuram, the sixth avatar of Vishnu. A 35 feet and 15,000 tons bronze statue of Parashurama is installed on a pedestal in the park. The theme park has a Bhajan Mandir, museum, open-air amphitheatre, drawings depicting life of Lord Parashuram, audio-visual gallery and a restaurant. The theatre showcases 15 minutes video that traces the journey of Tulunadu's existence. The government is developing a number of projects to encourage tourism, and the coastal line region has enormous potential for attracting visitors. To enhance culture and temple tourism in coastal Karnataka, a master plan would be created. The Parashuram statue, which was erected atop Umikal Hill in Bailur, which is situated alongside the national highway between Udupi and Karkala, has already drawn hundreds of visitors from all across the nation. Shifali with camera person Jimson for Team Campus Eye.
One of the most commonly used transportation across India is the rickshaws. They have been at the forefront for transportation, especially for short distance travel. The rise in fuel price has hit them hard. Let us know more from the people behind the wheels themselves.
From the remote corners of the country to the most developed cities, we find auto rickshaws almost everywhere. Our team brings you today a special story about the people who have been hit the hardest by the ever-rising petrol price. Let's find out what they have to say about it.
ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಗಾಡಿ ಬಂತಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಸಹ ತುಂಬ ಕಷ್ಟ ಕೊಡ್ತದೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಬಾಡಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಈಗ ಪರ್ಮಿಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು. ಮತ್ತೆ ಈಗ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ರಿಕ್ಷಾ ಬಾಡಿಗೆಗೆ. ಒಂದು 700 ತಗೊಂಡು ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ 200 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ನಾವು ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕು ನಮಗೆ. ಅದು ಸಾಕಾಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಮತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೀಗ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ನೋಡಿ.
ಈಗ ಅಂದರೆ ಗ್ಯಾಸಿಗೆ ಒಂದು 59 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗಿದೆ. ತೊಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಟೈಮಿಂಗ್ ಕೂಡ ನಮಗೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಈಗ ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಹೊತ್ತಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಏನು ಟರ್ನ್ ಓವರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಎವರೇಜ್ ಅಂದರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಒಂದೂವರೆ ಸಾವಿರ ತನಕ ಬಾಡಿಗೆ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು 300-400 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಗ್ಯಾಸಿಗೆ ಬೇಕು ನಮಗೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಇದೆ ಖರ್ಚು ಅಂದರೆ ನಮಗೆ 1,500 ಬಂದರೆ ಸಹ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಖರ್ಚು ಉಂಟು ನಮಗೆ. ಒಂದು 500-600 ಉಳಿತದೆ.
When asked about help received from the government in form of subsidies, initiatives and schemes, auto rickshaw drivers had several opinions.
ಏನು ಸರ್ಕಾರದಿಂದ ನಮಗೊಂದು ಇದು 35 ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಈಗ, ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ದದ್ದು 35. ಅದೊಂದು ಹೌದು ಮೀಟರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅದೊಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೇದುಂಟು. ಇಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಹಾಕಿದೆಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬ ಇದಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ರೇಟಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಎಲ್ಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಏರ್ತಾ ಉಂಟು.
ಈಗ ಸದ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ನಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಈಗ. ಇಲ್ಲ.
Although they are not hit hard by the rising fuel prices, the e-rickshaws have a few disadvantages.
This is not a petrol and gas. This is a electrical vehicle, rickshaw. So there is no need of petrol and this. The problem is what the battery charge. The battery bills come at around about 2,500 something like that per month. So we went to the company and we complained this problem of this rickshaw. They told us we'll see.
Auto rickshaw drivers are hit the hardest by skyrocketing fuel prices. Many of them are finding it quite hard to make their ends meet. It is the need of the hour to make and provide provisions to ease their financial difficulties. Maryam Aftab Kola with camera person Cathrine for Campus Eye.
Today we have a vibrant dancer and a choreographer from Mangaluru. To know more about this amazing personality, let us watch this interview. Over to Sathvik.
Hello viewers, today we have a special guest with us, a dancer and a choreographer. He has also worked as a director for many YouTube channels like Swarastra for their music videos. He is one of the most energetic and animated dancers in our city. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sumit Salyan.
Yo, namaste.
Sumit, there was a time like people didn't have a platform to showcase their talent. Like now we have Instagram where you can post reels and YouTube where you can post videos, whether it's singing or dancing. But then do you think our generation is lucky in that way, or is it challenging for them?
Yeah, of course it's lucky. It's like there was a time where there was limited. It's not like we didn't have opportunities. There was very limited opportunities. I could say we had different dance competitions. We had reality shows coming up, a lot of reality shows. But now, reality shows also, we had to give a lot of auditions. It was like very little people were able to showcase their talent.
Yeah.
So this social media thing, I can say we Gen Zs are really lucky, and maybe Gen double Z is like who are going to come later on.
Yeah.
So I feel like they'll be more lucky because something new might come up which gives opportunity to everybody, like more than what we are getting right now. See, social media, I can say it's like it's available for everyone. Like we can do anything. Like it can be cooking, not just dancing, it can be cooking, maybe drawing or something. Like we got varieties of things that we can do in social media. So definitely very lucky, I can say.
So what is your opinion about like the current trends in dance forms? Like when we were small, there was just a basic category of dance forms, like we had freestyle, Bollywood, or like the folk dances and of such. So now there has been a fusion of dances. So what is your opinion about that?
Firstly, when I start, I can say, when I see dance, I usually take it like an extension of what comes to our head. So usually there's a song or there's some kind of sound, and we are going to use our body to show it. So when we talk about all these cultures, so from before we get to see a lot of we belong to this Indian culture, so we get to see like Bharatanatyam. There are a lot of dance forms, I can say. So we knew it very, very well. So when it comes to all these Western forms, we didn't know about it much. So Western forms is basically it can be like presenting like your own thing. There's no limitations for everything, like different things and all. In the beginning we were just getting stuck to this particular form, that particular form. Then we started experimenting. We tried to take two different forms, try to fuse it, try to bring out a new flow. So people started liking it. So it's like that new flow which has come, they'll mix it and make another new flow. So it's been like going on. So I can say right now it's going like in a peak for whatever we saw till now, because till now we can say like no matter how good the dancer is, he had like this much viewers to post all this stuff. So as I told that time, social media has helped all the artists really great. So it's like we can not just present our any talent, we can also make our art reach to a lot of people.
Yes. Initially, when they were dancers, like they were judged based on their grace or their elegance. But nowadays we see a lot of non-dancers becoming dancers. Like, like they are doing mudras and all. Plus they're kind of performing it in a very exaggerated way. So what is your opinion about that?
See,
Isn't it like it might hurt someone's feelings?
I can say this. See, I am totally open-minded. So when it comes to me, I accept everything. Okay, because as I told you, see, if I'm happy, I'll just do. Yes, that moment also I can call it dance because it's coming from within. So when a person hears music and is performing to it, they do a different kind of stuff. So these people, like there are, like for example, if I have been into a culture, I've been working hard on it in a particular culture like hip hop or krump or something. So I just keep working on it and keep doing more on it. So when I know it properly and somebody else without even working at all on it, and if they're doing the same thing and I can see that they're doing it wrong, so it of course it will hurt because see, it's all the culture. See, for example, better way of telling it is we know our culture. Like see, we can tell Bharatnatyam. So you can differentiate a trained Bharatnatyam dancer and a non-trained Bharatnatyam dancer. So you'll know the efforts this person puts and the other person puts. So of course it will hurt when it comes to that particular topic. But I'd say we can't stop it because see, people are trying to creating has become a thing for everyone. So they create now this particular thing right now might go to a different. But I always suggest whatever you do, get a good training out of it. So when we are trained, that time you'll understand if you're doing something wrong. Or see, it's like I believe in this. Okay, don't break the rules unless you know the rules. So don't directly break the rules. See, once you know what is the rules, then you'll know how to break it in a proper way. So if I'm learning something, I'll know what to do and what to not to do. So even when I break the rules, I try to make it in a way in which it won't be hurtful to anybody. So respecting some culture or some people or some art form is very important, because if it has grown like that, we can't just just see it and do it. Rather, we need to take the training. We need to do it in the right way. That's what I think.
So what were the challenges you faced in initially, and you were a part of the reality show also, Dance plus Telugu. So what were the challenges you faced in the field and also as a part of being the team?
So I can say challenges comes in a different way. Okay, we can't even expect. Like if I should tell about dancing only, about learning, if I should say, I've been facing this challenge of to get a proper training. For example, what I want to learn, I'm not getting a proper training, like a person who knows exactly. Okay. So here it comes for me to travel to different places, the places where I'll find the people who knows about it and I'm getting trained from them. So that can be a starting challenge. Then comes families, all this stuff. They'll also have their own orthodox, way of thinking. So we understand that. So when you asked about a reality show, again, that's a different kind of challenge. It's like, see, if we are doing a reality show, of course it's not like a challenge. We do it with love. So the challenge there is a different one. Okay. So the challenge there which comes, it's about less sleep, sacrifice of food sometimes, because we'll have a lot of practice and we'll have very short term to present big art. So, and it will take a lot of research and lot of work behind it. So everywhere we go, it's a different challenge. But how I take it personally, my part, see, I took dance because I want to get it more comfortable. So challenges for me, I don't even see it as a challenge. So it's more like just like I'm breathing, I'm having food. So it has become like that. So in the beginning, I can say, it took time for me to understand what I should actually learn, where do I actually get a proper training, how can I learn and train myself. That was the challenge. So once I'm going with that, some different type of challenge comes, like how can I present my talent in different places, how can I explore more. So yeah, it's a different stages, you get a different type of challenges.
Since you want to continue working in this field, like how do you think you're going to pursue a career out of this? Like,
Okay. I remember that time I said Gen Z's got a lot of opportunities. So now the confusion comes, which opportunity to take.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like all are good. See, when
there are too many options.
Exactly, too many options to take. And trust me, all are good. And trust me, if I'm able to get maybe more than 24 hours a day, maybe I can explore more and go to different fields together. So there's this way. See, one thing is I love to teach. So when it comes to taking workshop or training a person, I really love doing that. Okay. That's one thing. And one more thing is I'm also very interested in directing music videos. Somewhere when I listen to music, I'll get my own imaginations and I write it down, the same thing. And after writing down, I make a shooting of it. I make sure everything goes accordingly. And after that, when I see it in a video, like, that feeling of like what came to my head, I put it in the paper and I'm like, it's there in the video form. Like that happiness, it just something else for me. Okay. The music video thing in the last one, like Usnitera, which I recently worked on, I even acted in it. So somewhere I started getting a new thought, like maybe I should try in acting also too. Things like we got lot of opportunities, so a lot of things will come. And presently I'm in a state where and I'm still learning. So I'm trying to explore, I'm trying to learn as much as possible in different fields. So at one point I'm sure, exactly maybe in the next 5 years or something, I'll get an idea of like this is a proper one.
Thank you, Sumit, for joining us. I hope our viewers have got some idea from the inputs you have shared with us. Thank you once again.
I'd like to thank you for inviting me for the Campus Eye. Like it was really a good experience, talking, usually we don't do this, and this is one of the learning experience I can say. So talking to a person, like usually this is my good friend only, usually we'll be meeting around, we'll be telling hey bye and all, but this particular conversation, like we never had it. So it was really a pleasure and a great thing for me to tell my perspectives on it, and thank you everyone for watching.
Back to the studio.
Thank you, Sathvik. That's all for this week's Campus Eye. Thank you for watching. See you next week. Until then, stay tuned.